A push to replace the STAAR test for Texas students is on the table yet again. Good evening and thank you for joining us. Tomorrow, the Texas Senate will take up a companion bill to House Bill 8, which will offer up an alternative to STAAR testing. Jessica Rockjumar has more on what the new test could entail and when East Texas students could start taking it.
House Bill 8 aims to give standardized testing a new look, throwing out the STAAR test and bringing in 3 separate exams in the beginning, middle, and end of the year, as well as guidelines for the Texas Education Agency.
Texas parents deserve to know how their schools are doing. Students deserve to have a better way to show what they've learned. And taxpayers deserve an end to these endless lawsuits.
The newer version gives a 48-hour turnaround for scores after the test is taken. And after beta testing in 2026, the test should be ready for students in 2027.
That moves away from one test one day to a model that is less stressful for kids.
House Bill author Representative Brad Buckley says the changes they are looking to pass will make it easier for students to grow and for teachers to adapt.
More informative and instructionally relevant for teachers and more actionable for them so that they can make the interventions necessary so kids continue to grow and continue to learn.
Buckley says the new bill has added guidelines for the TEA on when revisions to the new test should be released, hoping to avoid further distrust in the accountability ratings and save taxpayer dollars after the 2023 and 2024 lawsuits.
Where you make it transparent and predictable, where districts can plan for changes anytime that the cut scores or the bar gets raised.
Texas House Democrats still have not returned to the state, so House Bill 8 is filed but yet to be heard by committee. But the Senate Committee on Education passed the companion bill and is expected to be heard tomorrow on the Senate floor. We'll keep you updated.